Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Troy Inferno, and welcome to the fourth installment of episode 3 of International Inferno. We're gonna pick it up from the last day of Go Fest. You know, I showed you guys how many shinies I got, not just for day 3, but basically as a whole for the entire Go Fest Osaka weekend. And then I went out, got something to eat nearby, and then I came back, and then, you know, did a little packing, and I went to sleep because, as you can tell, I'm at another new spot. Now, this is gonna be the last spot that I'm gonna be staying at in Japan. So before I leave Japan, but I don't leave for another week, so I'm here for a week, and we're gonna talk about this place in a future video. So nevertheless, nothing outside of me getting something to eat, nothing much really happened in Pokemon Go or anything like that. And then Monday came, which is today. So today's date is Monday, August the 7th, and I checked out of the hotel I was in last, and then I took the train to the airport, which was a little bit of a hassle. It was a little bit, because the one issue was we had to get off the subway cart or the monorail or wherever it was I was on. I don't know the reason why, but everybody had to get off. And then I had to wait for another one to show up. I think we supposed to show up in like, I think 8 minutes, but it showed up in 6, so that's why it was just a little tiny bit. And then after that, I made it to the airport where I checked my bag, and then, you know, I waited for my flight, which was delayed. But it wasn't bad. It was only delayed by 25 minutes, so, and it was only delayed once. So I managed to get a lot of work done for episode, or the 3rd installment rather. So by the time you're watching this, that would be out now. So, but on my way to the gate, actually, we got this. This is a tiny, shiny Cagnear. I can't believe this. I was going through security, and I managed to get this. So that was pretty crazy, if I do say so myself. So we got another shiny Cagnear. And once upon a time, I couldn't find this thing going back to the Vegas event. Now, I got a good number of these. So now I got 3. So that's cool, that's what's up. So there's that. And then, you know, board the flight and made my way back to Tokyo, which is where I'm at right now. Now, getting to this point was a bit of a struggle because I needed the Tokyo subway pass. So there's 24 hours, 48 hours, and 72 hours. So I managed to pick up 2 72 hours in a 48 hour, and all that equals up to 8 days. So, you know, because that's how long I'm gonna be in, not just in Tokyo, but in Japan before I leave. So after I got that situated, I made my way to this point right here, and, you know, I checked in and I got something to eat, and nothing spectacular happened at this point in time. So what I want to talk about at this portion of this video is basically give you guys a review of everything I have done so far, because I feel like if I rate it until next week, I'm gonna forget. So I'm gonna go back to the secret spot. Now, I can't again mention names in terms of where I was or the hotel. That's gonna be in a much later video. that's going to be in the video separate from the secret project. So last week, Monday, I arrived at the hotel, and what I would say about the hotel is it's small, just like how Japan likes their stuff to be small. So there's that. But they did have a decently sized bathroom. Like this bathroom was big for Japan's standards, I'll be honest. So the bathroom was cool. And I tried the toilet thing. It's amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. It's very, very amazing. So, I mean, and not just theirs, but in general, it's very, very amazing. So, very, very cool, if I do say so myself. The room was, again, tiny. There was nowhere to store your luggage. There was nowhere to store your clothes. They had 2 hangers, and that was it. But like the hotel was nice, like in terms of the lobby and the hallways and stuff like that. I didn't really explore all of it because it wasn't really much of a reason why to explore all of it. So would I stay at that hotel again? I wouldn't say no, but at the same time, I would look for better options. But there's one thing that this hotel have that was really phenomenal, and that was their breakfast. So I got the one where you get free breakfast, and it's like a breakfast buffet. They have different stuff available, and they have different stuff available every day. So that's a major, major plus. So while, again, and that's another reason why I would say that, the fact that it's nice, in the bathroom, and it's located near a train station. Those 4 things are the reason, and it's located near a bunch of other stuff as well. So again, I can't say where I was at as I'm checking Pokemon because the Glittering Garden event's going on right now? Yeah, the Glittering Garden going on event right now. It's going on rather. So while I can't say where I was, what I can say is this. There's a bunch of stuff near my hotel. Granted, you're gonna have to walk 14 minutes, 15 minutes and stuff like that, but there's a bunch of stuff there. Would I stay at the hotel, and would I recommend you stay at the hotel? Again, I'm gonna tell you the name of it in a much later video, but I would say I would look for better options, and for either around the same price or less. But if that's not a thing, then yes, I would definitely say yes. Again, the bathroom was big and nice. The hallway, the lobby, the entire hotel was nice. They had a breakfast buffet, which is, in my opinion, better than the other 2 places that I stayed at, which is in Osaka and here, I can tell. And then there's a bunch of stuff near it. So, and one of those stuff, I can say this, is a Happy Pancake restaurant and a Pokemon Center is near the hotel I was at as well. So, a lot of good stuff near that hotel. So, now let's talk about the hotel that I was staying at. So now I can actually give you guys some information in terms of the name of the hotel and where I was at. So now we're talking Osaka. So let me get up my email real quick, and y'all not seeing that. But the hotel, it was an APA hotel, and there's a few of those in the in Osaka. So keep that in mind as well. But there's one there very close to the train station as well. The APA Hotel Namba Minami Daikoku Ikame. So yeah, that's the hotel I was staying at. So bunch of Pokestops there, but there's not and there are gyms there, but you can't reach them from your room. And backtracking to the other hotel, remember says it correctly, there was a bunch of Pokestops there, but no gyms for you to reach from your room as well. So there's that. Now with the hotel in Osaka that I was staying at, much better, bigger room. Had storage because you could store your suitcases underneath your bed, which was cool. Had a bigger desk, which was also cool. The view sucked though because I was looking at the next building wall pretty much, so that view was terrible. And it had a smaller bathroom. And yeah, I will say this: the hotel at the secret location had a much better view. Not the best, but still had a much better view. So there's that. And their breakfast, go back, fast forward to Osaka, their breakfasts were it was okay. Like, you had the same 3 options. Like, you may get a different side dish, but that's pretty much it. And again, you need to get the free breakfast thing as well for that. So it was like, so where I stay at that hotel, so it's the same result. I would say if there are better options around the same price, then go for it. Otherwise, I would still say yeah, because the room was still nice though. I really enjoyed the room. And unlike with the hotel, the secret spot, even though I had to wiggle around it, I managed to get my Nintendo Switch hooked up to that TV. So that was pretty useful. That was pretty clutch. I was playing my Switch off of that TV. So very, very clutch if I do say so myself. So that's the 2 hotels. This one, I'll be honest, is off to a bad start. I'm gonna explain more in a later video. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you for this portion of the video. We're gonna get on to Tuesday, see what happens. So yeah, let's go. So now it is Tuesday, August the 8th, and this was the day that I returned to Akihabara. And a lot has changed since I was last here in 2019, which was my first time being here. So the first thing I wanted to do, I wanted to find, or really just walk around and explore the area, which is what I did. And the next thing that I did, I'm like, okay, I want to go back to some of those spots we went to back in 2019. So the first thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to find the Sega building. Now, coming into the trip, I know that it's not called the Sega building anymore, but I still wanted to find that building, and I managed to find it. So not only that, but I managed to find a location where we first got there, and I remember me and Holly did a raid together because Tom and Jackie joined the same raid, but they was in a different lobby. So they were in their own lobby. Me and Holly was in our own lobby as well. And I found the exact spot where we did that raid. So after that, I was like, okay, let's find the Square Enix Cafe. Now, let me explain something about the Square Enix Cafe. Originally, I was gonna go there, whether it was on Monday or Tuesday. And I remember last week where I was at the secret spot, I was looking to do a reservation. And I'm working on it, and I knew in advance it costs 1,000 yen just to reserve your spot to go to this cafe. So that just per person. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, you go there, you reserve a spot which is 1,000 yen, and then you get food wherever, so that's close to 3,000 yen. So be it, whatever. But what happened was this: while I'm trying to do my reservation, basically their thing is you have to reserve a table for 2. Even if you're going by yourself, you have to reserve a table for 2. Meaning, instead of paying 1,000 yen, I had to pay 2,000 yen. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. No. So I said, screw it. So that was a week ago of me recording this video. So fast forward, I found the Square Enix Cafe, and I'm like, this don't look right. So I went in because they had like a inside store, and the store was small. There wasn't a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff in there, so I was highly disappointed, to say the least. So I was like, okay, wait a minute. Where was the old Square Enix Cafe at? So I did some digging. I looked it up. I found where it used to be. And I was like, okay, this was the spot. So I walked over there, which was literally 2 minutes from where the new Square Enix Cafe was. Like, it was literally like a block away or half of that. And I found a spot, and it's now a cat cafe. So I was like, wow, okay. So more stuff changed. So there's that. So now I'm like, okay, now with that done, let's find where the Gundam Cafe used to be. So back in 2019, we did walk by the Gundam Cafe. Now again, going into this trip, I knew that it was closed permanently, like it was shut down. So I'm like, okay, let me find that spot, because once I find that spot, then I can find the other spots that we went to. I remember there was a gaming store where Nick got his Game Boy Color and 3 Pokemon games. And I think Gilly got the games from there, but he didn't get the Game Boy from there. He went to Nakano Broadway to get his Game Boy. So that was the plan. So what ended up happening was this. I tried to find a spot, I couldn't do it. So I had to watch Nick's video where he got the Game Boy to find clues and hints of where those spots were. And after I had McDonald's, which was amazing, like again, Japan got the best McDonald's in the world. I don't care, they do, they really do. So after I had lunch, I went on the Crest and I found both the stores. So I found the video game store, which was a retro store, and they charge a Game Boy Colors for over $100. I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. So there was that. And then I found the other store where we was at, or the other building where we was at when we was looking at cards. So, and that place changed because there wasn't a lot of Pokemon cards. The setup was different. And even the 4th floor, which I think had more cards back then, now I think it's a costume shop that was closed. You know, by the time I got up there, and it was like in the middle of the day, by the way, so that was very interesting. But nevertheless, I found everything that I wanted to do. I even found the arcade spot. I remember Holly got a Pichu from one of the claw machines. I found that spot as well, even though I didn't go in because I wasn't interested. But I did do some shopping myself. I'm not going to say what I got. You have to tune into my live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/true_inferno. That would be later this month. So I will reveal to you guys everything that I got from this trip on my live stream. Now, moving on. So I'm walking around and I decided, okay, I want to create a route. Right now, I am in Akihabara, as you can tell, and the objective right now is to create a route. As you can see, I am currently working on one. I was supposed to create one while I was in Osaka, but I forgot to do that. However, I did create one at the secret location, and at this moment, it has not been accepted. It's still under review. So there's that. Now, the glycerin, or wait a minute, what's it called? The glycerin garden event, whatever it's called, is still going on as we speak. So that is also still a thing. And why these not, that's right, okay, I figured much. So that's what's going on right now. I'm walking around Akihabara, creating a route in the game, and then I may either go to Yokohama because it's really packing down there. I may go to the Pokemon Center here in Tokyo, or I may hit up Nakano Broadway. I don't know. We'll see what's up after I get done with this route. But yeah, stay tuned. So yeah, I submitted another route. So I submitted, like I said in the clip, I submitted one at the secret spot, and that one, as of, well, earlier that day when I, checked on it, it wasn't approved at the moment. So I'm looking now to see if it was approved. And at this moment, no, it's not approved. At this moment of me recording this, no, it is currently not approved at the moment. So there's that. So then, I remember I was on Twitter and I saw Alan, Zoe's partner, he posted a picture of Yokohama because they were down there. And I'm like, yo, Yokohama looking sick. And I was like, okay, let me see how long would it take to get down there and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And by the time I was looking, it was like, I think it was like 3 o'clock. And it would take over an hour to get down there from where I was. I was like, no, okay, that's not gonna happen. So let's go to the Pokemon Center up here, which was really close, so I did that. So I made my way to the Pokemon Center in Tokyo. I did some shopping, and I did something I thought I would never do. Again, I'm not gonna say what it is. You have to tune in to my live stream to figure out what that is, or to not figure out, but to see what it is. And then I tried to get into the Pokemon Cafe, even though I didn't have a reservation, but that didn't work out too well, so I ended up back here where I ate food. I saw the Pokemon Direct. That's pretty much my adventure for Monday and Tuesday. Now Wednesday, I'm going to go to Yokohama for the first time because there's some people who are going to get access to the store early. I'm not saying they're going to get me in, but hopefully they can buy stuff for me, depending on what they have in there. So there's that. And yeah, that's it for this adventure of me in Tokyo. Right now, it was raining, so there's hints of a typhoon coming. Now, I've been told the typhoon will be coming during community day where a meetup is in the works. So I don't know. We'll see what's up with that. But yeah, a typhoon is coming. Hopefully don't go all the way west and hit up Tokyo and Yokohama and things of that nature. But we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna call it a wrap. And with all that said, y'all know this is boy New J Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Subscribe. Thanks, man. Do it. After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Lewis the trainer, articulating paint. With my tongue, I done things that people said I can't. Now they rank 'em with the elite, but it's for the people, and victory is part of defeat. Cause when you get back on your feet, then you try again. Learn from mistakes, show 'em that I got what it takes, and I'm dying to win. I'ma hit and move away.